right, what is going on, guys? We are level 54. 17% in. Not a lot. This is going to take days to level per level. There's just nowhere good to go. I would like to go to the giant for it. That's what I did a little bit earlier, but the same people seem to be there every day right now, like I would be if I got there first. But people seem to just come and take it from you if you can't do the whole thing, so I just stay as long as I can. No shot. Oh, there we go. Yeah, these two right here are they duo the giant camp, and right now their playtime seems to be the same as mine. Oops, let's not do that. So I can't really go there if they're there. So I will explain where I am. You probably know. He's already snared. That is so good. And I'm even putting my stupid ass Sicken dot on him, which only does 2 damage a tick, but whatever. Everything. These guys are level 50, so there's 2 giants. It's Mentrax Mountain Bane, and I forget the other guy's name, but we'll see it soon enough. And we are in Frontier Mountains at the giant camp, if you don't know. All the way down the tunnel. These guys, or at least one of them, is for the Warrior Epic. And so what I have done is turned my pet's taunt off. And I still fizzle a good amount on the venom of the snake spell, which is a bust, but it's fine since we're only killing 2 mobs at a time. But there's nobody to bother us killing these 2 mobs. And there's room to kite, so we can... My pet... I mean, I can tank him. Oh shoot, my vision spell dropped. My bad. Yeah, that's my, like, worst... it's my worst spell casting type, is whatever that is. Evocation, I think. Alright, so my dots have worn off again. Oof, I got a lot of fizzles this time. That's unfortunate. Usually it's not that many fizzles. It's been getting better, although it hasn't gone up this entire level, and we're 17% in, so. I didn't do all of the leveling here. There's another dad camp I was checking out, but it's only 1 mob every 10 minutes, so that was terrible. This is 2 mobs every 10 minutes, so it's double as good. And they're higher level. These are level 50 mobs, so they're 1 level before summoning. Mobs at 51 plus summon. And these are 50, so they don't summon. They don't drop anything. None of the normal giant stuff. They just drop cash, and that's it. From 0 to 5 plat. And it works perfectly. That was a lot of fizzles. So usually I don't fizzle that much. So that was as bad as it gets, and I'm at about, 48% mana. It says I'm only getting 5% an hour. That's pretty accurate. It was at 6% for some time now, but it dropped to 5 for some reason. These guys are always level 50. They'll never summon you. They're single pulls that stand next to each other. One's here, and the other one's over here. The one we just pulled was over here. He's a smaller sized model than the other guy. The other guy's like a normal big ass giant. Sometimes these giants come down here. One of them comes all the way to here. If that happens, I just pull my pet off of the main target, sick him on those giants. He kills them in about like 10 seconds or so. 10, 15 seconds. And you don't need to slow him or dot him or anything. Pet just solos him super quick. I think I'd have made that a hotkey at this point. one thing I just got to keep an eye on is my pet's haste. But when you have a good round where you don't, I have them split pretty good, just so I can med between them. But when you have them split pretty good, or I mean, when you get a good round where you don't get very many fizzles, then they don't seem to resist too much. They have resisted a couple times, but when they do resist, it's never been my big dot, my Venom of the Snake. I think they resisted Tainted once, and they resisted Sicken a couple times, which is practically free. But when I have a good round, in between every round, I try to like recast my pet's haste so I don't forget it. I'm not good at noticing it dropping. And when I have a good round, I'll rebuff. So I don't necessarily wait the entire time all the way down, because what'll happen is that may be the time where you get a bunch of fizzles or something. And I mean, I don't have to use my big dot. I just started using it for some reason because it's a little bit faster. It gives me more time to med, I guess. It's more efficient if you don't fizzle. Like I think it's like 2.9 damage per mana, whereas the medium dot, the Tainted Breath, is 2.3 damage per mana. So it's close. But anyways, so we'll rinse and repeat. We'll get the other guy. Oof. It's a bummer. Already got the snare. Clutch. And I just make sure to get my sit ticks. Don't get too far up in front because the Kunark lazy aggro is so effing small. Anyways, we've done this camp before. This isn't probably news to most, but we did this camp in P99 on my Necro. We've done this camp. I did this camp maybe one time on the Quarm Necro when I was like desperate for somewhere to level, and I was just so sick of Skyfire. I was so fucking sick of Skyfire. I soloed there so damn much. And so I would come here to get a little bit in, but it's not the best if you're powerful and you're like a Necro who can just kite forever and never really run out of mana. This isn't the best place. It's a good dad camp, but the Necro could nearly like unlimitedly just kite in Skyfire without stopping. So that's usually the play. I gotta redot. What am I doing? I'll redot right here. I forgot what I was doing for a second. If I'm late on my dots, then I'm gonna lose aggro. My pet's gonna have to tank. As you see, he destroys my pet pretty good. The first couple of kills that I did, I was just doing it normal style, letting the pet tank. And I mean, it works. You gotta heal your pet, but it just didn't seem efficient enough to be able to do both on cooldown. My mana was just taking too big of a hit. The pet heal is still like a massive chunk of mana. I mean, it heals the pet like 40%, almost like 38% or something. It takes a lot of my mana. But this isn't all I'm gonna do. But this is like a nice little spot you can camp down here and just kind of pop in and kill these dudes every once in a while. Like I said, you don't have to split them or anything. They run at like 15%. I'm not sure why it's 15%. But even for me, like if I stand and fight them at 20%, they don't run. Well, I mean, I could do it right now. They just absolutely destroy me. They absolutely destroy me. So he's at 20%, right? So he'll fight me right here. But see, he runs at like 17% or 16%. He doesn't run at 20 though. I'm not sure why there's like that little bit of a hiccup. It's a little bit weird. He is blue to me. It's not like he's a red to me. I'd understand if he was a red to me, or I would understand him not running for my pet, as my pet's lower than I am. I don't know, just a little bit weird. That's all. No big deal. A couple things I did learn from you guys in the comments. A bunch of you commented. Going off of the TACP website, going off the TACP website, you can see that pets only have one slot of everything. So that is mainly talking about wrists, rings, and ears. Because you have 2 wrists, 2 rings, and 2 ears. The pets only have 1 of each. So good to know. Hopefully my good bracer is the one that's on him right now. I did give him 1 earring, so that's terrific. I haven't given him a ring of any kind. I would like it to give him one of these giant's rings, but I just can't loot it. So here comes this guy. So we'll kill this guy. I have full mana. So now's the time to do a rebuff. So I'm going to work on a rebuff right now. And now's the time to heal my pet as well, but rebuff is more important because we're getting down to the nitty-gritty on that. So we'll send the pet in to fight this dude. And I'm just going to go ahead and rebuff myself. I should just... we have time. I should make sure to get my sit ticks in. I will do that. Now we're killing a green giant every once in a while. I mean, there is a shot you could get, you know, an earring or something. It's possible. The pet will have a little bit of time to med up himself. But we're gonna get him. We're gonna get him all his buffs here while we also med up, and then if need be, I can heal him. I'm gonna actually try not to, because I'm noticing that my mana buff just happens to be landing right now as well. It lined up perfectly. It's like 15 minutes longer than the other buffs. So like every like 3 times or so that you buff up, they kind of land on the same rotation, if you would. Doesn't really need armor or the brawn too much, because he's not really tanking. It's nice to have it on there because he does get stuck tanking now and again, just like I do. And it's nice just to have it. As you can see, the mana buff kind of destroys my mana pool. But we're all right. I think this is the bigger gap. I have the bigger gap between the left one and the right one than the right one and the left one. I didn't really stagger them like perfectly or anything. They're just staggered a little bit. It's just so I don't aggro each other either. And also they take a long time for me to kill. So they stagger themselves pretty good. What I'll do is I'll make sure to get my vision spell out. I actually have a new vision spell I need to go get. I have a lot of stuff I need to go get. I forgot to grab my new slow. So thanks, Tigara, for pointing that out. I thought I had to go. For some reason, I didn't. I looked for it in Kelethin and I didn't see it. And I chalked it up to like, oh, it must be the same slow as shamans get, and all the shaman spells seem to be missing from these vendors. At least that's what was going on in my head. I don't know. I just missed it. It's just 5% more slow. Not a big deal, but definitely want to get it. So I'll get that next time I'm on Fedor. Next time I leave here. As you can see, we're about to be at full mana. The pet's healing up nicely, so everything's fine. What else was it? Shoot, I'm having a brain fart. I was gonna bring something else up as well. Some of the other stuff that was pointed out to me is there was some questioning of if the pet will dual wield 2 of the same weapon. Now I've heard from some people, that this is just a... Huh? Oh, shoot, oh, shoot, I wasn't even done buffing. I mean, I pretty much am, but I wasn't. I already hasted the pet, right? I already cast Quickening recently. I don't even remember anymore. Shoot, I don't remember anymore. Oh well. We're just gonna put vermin on them because I know I didn't do that one. And we're gonna pull. We'll see it fall off. If not, we'll do it after. Only one fizzle. That's good. So we gotta resist there. It's rare, but it happens. Took a hit. He's not getting the healing. Oh fuck. I'm just all over the place. This is what I get for you know, I'm out of my groove now. I'm trying to heal him or something. I should heal myself. Damage over time. So sometimes it takes a little bit for the pet to proc. These are high level mobs. He just procced. These are level 50 mobs and the pet is like, I don't know, 41 or something. I think 41. So, you know, it is hard for him to hit him, hard for him to proc him. He's always behind him now, so it's good. Once he gets the snare on once, he never loses it. He's dual wielding the snare. Oh, that's the first time ever that buff has been resisted. That hurts. Oh, no it doesn't. I got the wrong buffs. Dots out is what I'm trying to say. That's why I don't have aggro. Okay. I'm all over the place, guys. I need to make a separate spell set, and I just haven't done it yet, just for this camp. What I need to do is put my big dot here, and because I used my old spell set, it got rid of how I had my setup. I had like a little custom setup because I don't normally use the big dot because I fizzle so much. That explains only fizzling once earlier as well. Long story short, the giant's dying pretty well, considering that was a shit fest. You know, not too bad. Let's keep his aggro on me, though. So I'm just gonna skip this dot, put another dot. Oh, I got it. Put another dot on him. Back myself into a corner here. Alright, he should be running now. Keep my offensive skills up a little bit by fighting them when they run, which still takes a while to down them because they got a ton of life. They got like, I forget, 5k or something. Maybe it's more than that. Doesn't sound like a lot. Alright, so we have the smaller gap between these two. But my mana's full, so I might as well use quickening now. Anyways, alright, so I'm probably better off using Tainted or my second biggest dot because I don't fizzle really, and this one just fizzles. And it just never goes up. My skill never goes up. Like, even when I level, it just doesn't seem to go up. What is it? Conjuration? It's at 209. So is that my highest? Divination's the one that's dog shit. And also Evocation's not that great. Abjuration's 185. Alteration's 235. So Alteration being what? Heals and stuff? That one's my highest. That's probably max, 235. I don't want to do math. 54 times 5 plus 5. Sure. What's 4 times 5? 20 plus 5. Well, it's more. So it's below. I don't care. So it's below max, though. Anyways, but no matter how many dots I do, so during these encounters, I've been talking about this too much, so I don't want to talk about it anymore. But one last thing. During these encounters, I'm doing like 3 sets of dots. They do about 30% per round of dots. So I do 3 sets of dots, 3 dots, so 9 conjuration casts every single mob. And it just doesn't ever go up. It hasn't gone up a single time. And I've done, I don't know, 10 rounds, something like that. So it's 20 mobs, which is 60, no, because it's 9 casts. So there you have it, you know, shitloads of casts, and it just hasn't gone up a single time. So it is what it is. I could pop a potion since I'm conjuring so much. I could pop a potion just to try to level that shit. I don't know when else I'm going to use a potion. XP is not going to get any better. I got a piece of the Seb key while I was traveling. So I guess I'll talk about that. I went to... Let's grab this guy before I go into that. My mind's all over the place. I didn't even finish my last thought. Maybe we should do that. Oof, that one hurt. That one hurt. I don't know why I said it. Oh, fuck. What happened? Why couldn't I stand? Hit the wrong button. Something. Was out of range. What didn't land then? My other dot didn't land. Resisted it. I'm not sure what happened. Don't really care. It's on him now. He's snared, so that's good. Man, what a disaster. Everything was going so smooth until I started recording. It's crazy how it works. I just can't do 2 things at once, apparently. Okay, so let's finish the first thought. What was it? Weapons and shit. So there was some thoughts that maybe, now I've heard that about enchanters, that they can't use 2 of the same weapons, or the mob won't dual wield, won't quad and stuff like that. I have heard that, but I haven't heard that about, my Venom of the Snake wore off. I have not heard that about summoned pets. Let me just dot this bitch up. Oh, I fucking resisted. Oh, that other giant's here. So you can avoid him. I guess I'll show that now. We can avoid him by running like pretty tight circles, since he's snared and there's not too much running around. What I like to do is pull my pet off and have him go attack him, because he'll kill him pretty quickly, but we can just do like this tiny little circle here and avoid him if you don't want to kill him at all. So in my testing that I did yesterday, that didn't seem to be the case. Oh, my buddy just got on. What's up? Didn't seem to be the case. And I forgot I was sitting in Discord. Alright, he's running now. He's attacking my pet. He will run if I get to him. And throughout my testing, I think it proved that that's not the case, because my pet was biting with innate dual wield. My pet was biting only. You give him one weapon. You give him one weapon, and he's slashing, one slashing weapon, he's slashing and biting, meaning he's dual wielding, but he's dual wielding the one weapon. Then I give him a second slashing weapon, and he's only slashing. So in my mind, that's proof that he's dual wielding, because he went from only biting to biting and slashing to only slashing when you give him the weapons like that. So in my mind, that's proof that he's dual wielding. But I went on the TACP forums and got confirmation there that they can dual wield 2 of the same weapons and 2 of the same lore weapons. So then I went on my Necro just for more confirmation, and on my Necro with a skeleton so you could see his weapons, I gave him 2 weapons that were not lore. I gave him 2, I don't know, the battle axe that comes off of dwarves. Had a bunch of those in my bags on my Necro, so I gave him one. He's slashing, gave him you know, so on and so forth. Did the test, it worked, so cool. Also, he's visually holding them for what it's worth. So, anyways, in my travels, I went to City of Mist to see what I could do there. Oddly enough, only person in City of Mist. Somebody ended up coming in there, and I helped them get their corpse by clearing. I had to do a 3-pole, but they were green and light blue. So the entrance mobs in City of Mist are green and light blue by my level. So I was like, maybe I can go in there, find some dark blues, and being City of Mist, XP is pretty good. Maybe I could do something. I went inside, I cleared out the front, helped the dude get his corpse, he left. So again, I was the only one in there. Pretty good, just dad camping, watching some b-ball. And, tomorrow. So then, we got a giant coming in. I hear him. Let's kill him. I'll be right back. All right. Let's talk to my buddy a little bit, but we got a spawn here. So let's keep this train moving and finish what I was saying. Woo! Oh, man. I gotta run a pot so that I can level conjuring up. It just went up for the first time. Nice, I'm happy. We don't have a snare yet. Just waiting on a snare. These dudes hit so effing hard. So if I get caught when I'm sitting, then they just double me for max. It's crazy. Just got him with the snare. So now we're G2G. I thought he was a little bit closer. Get him with the round of dots here. So this is the life I live. I can't tank shit, so I pretend I'm just a shitty necro or a shitty shaman. And this is my life now. But, it is what it is. Only 6 levels, right? Right? We got an emerald off of that green giant. Green giant. Alright, so one more. We'll get another snake on him. Probably won't go for all the dots again. Might not have to do 3 full rounds. In fact, we'll just let that ride out. So I can save some mana. I fizzled a bunch. But, oh, see? There it is. So, hits when you get caught sitting down, hits for 132 twice and kicks you for 44. Drops you almost 20% of your HP. Quite hilarious. So, went to City of Mist, so I cleared out the front. Went, like, I looked at the pyramid camp. I was trying to go look at stables. Decided, alright, I'm gonna pull this thing. Plus there's stuff in there that summons. Like, if I had levitate and I could get up top, I think being on top would be pretty cool. But I can't get past all that shit. There's tons of shit when there's nobody there. There's literally, I was the only person in the zone. So I tried to pull a mob from pyramid or temple or whatever the fuck it's called. I don't remember anymore. And I pulled 3 mobs at once and I was like, oh shit. And so I went to run out of the instance and everything was repopped. And so, I mean, I didn't train anybody. Nobody's in the dungeon, but I ran past a bunch of mobs and I had a fat ass train. And And then I was like, screw this place. There's too many like greens and light blues, and to get anywhere that has dark blues, it's going to be dangerous as hell. So I was like, screw it. It would be cool if I had Invis Undead, and I can go up top, and I need Lev too, and I can Lev and go up on there in the ramparts or whatever, and solo some stuff up there. That'd be cool. So I left there. I went looking around Emerald Jungle for anything. There's some dark blue shit like wandering around, but nothing concentrated. I don't want to run around looking for a spare dark blue here or there. And then you have to figure out like where am I going to pull this shit so I don't get ads. So not my style. So then I went over to Trakenon's Teeth. Same thing, kind of the same thing. Everything's light blue or green. There's the occasional dark blue. But it's kind of the same thing. You got to look for them. You finally find them. You're like, I got to pull this to some wall somewhere. And it's just like, what am I doing? I'd rather just sit here and have consistent kills. I know when they're going to spawn. I know I can kill them. And it's monotonous and boring, one could argue. And it's only 5% an hour, apparently. But it's playoffs. I can ride this out for a little while. The playoffs are going to be for the next month. So, well, right now it's round 1. So there's like multiple games every single day I get home from work. Round 2 to round 3, they're going to start thinning out. There's less teams in, there's less games. You eventually get to a point where there's like 1 game a day. And then, then it gets to a point where there's only like a game every other day and so on and so forth. So, quickening wore off. So I'll just ride this out as long as I can, really, is what I'm getting at. Alright, we got our second spawn. I would like to go to the giant fort, because there we're killing like 4 mobs at a time, at least, per round. Now, we're starting with the drowsy, alright. He resisted the drowsy. We're not getting this bitch off. Let's go. He resisted that too. Not cool, man. We're down mana already. Don't interrupt me. Oh, he missed. Clutch. It sucks when you like fizzle 3 times and then it gets off, but then you get interrupted. Alright. And you gotta fizzle all over again. Pet came through with a clutch snare. Like, I probably wouldn't be doing this without a snare. Actually. The Necro, obviously I have a snare. I mean, I could do this. I would just have the pet tanking while I loaded him up with dots, and then I would start running around. It'd be way more frantic and dangerous and stuff, but... His name is Eldak Howling Bear. It's gonna be about time to load him up more dots, yeah. Hopefully we only have to do 2 rounds this time, because we got resisted so much. So then from there, I got the idea, like, maybe I should just come here. So I ran from Trakenon's Teeth to Swamp of Sorrows. But while I was in Swamp of Sorrows, and the first time, I was already in Swamp of Sorrows last night, because there is some guy named Grillick something something, and he's on a 10-minute spawn. He's a level 45 warrior Ixar with no faction, but he spawns every 10 minutes, so it's like the daddiest of dad camps. It's not great. But so I did that for a little while. And I was just like, yeah, this is obviously stupid as hell. I killed him like 2 or 3 times last night, I mean. And then so when I was passing through again today, I just stopped by and killed him 1 time. You only get 1% from that guy every 2 kills. He's level 45. So every 20 minutes you'll get 1%. So anyways, so I ran over here and I was like, if he's 1 spawn every 10 minutes, I can do this dad camp, which is 2 spawns every 10 minutes. And not only is it 2 spawns, it double the spawns every 10 minutes, but they're level 50. So I'm level 54, killing a level 50, which is something I don't normally do because it takes so much out of me. But since it's a dad camp and I have a bunch of downtime, you might as well kill something hard that takes everything out of you, or takes a lot out of you. So this is what I'm doing. This is where I'm at. It's not good. And like I said, I'm gonna try other things. I'm gonna do other things. I want to kill some of the raptors probably in Timorous Deep. So one of these times when I have some time, I'll go to Timorous Deep and we'll try to kill some raptors. I don't know if I wait till I'm 56 to do that. Get a new pet at 56. It's 2 levels higher. That's going to be some time. That's going to take me a long time to get to 56 though. But anyways, try to kill some of those raptors because they're in their mid 40s, mid to upper 40s or something. So they're pretty high. They're not as high as these guys, but there's a lot of them. So check those guys out. Get my new slow. It's 5% more, but hey, 5% is something, you know. And what else? There's something else. And I'll try to do obviously the giant fort in Burning Wood if it's ever open. It's just it never seems to be open. No shot. Look at all these people in Burning Wood doing probably the cleric thing. Scrolls of War. Yeah, they're doing like the cleric epic or something. Are those other dudes gone? It appears the level 51s are gone. There's a 52 cleric. That's probably who they're doing it for. The 60 clerics probably have it already. Oh man, well, it seems like the other dudes are gone. So I could run over there. It's just a little risky, you know, because by the time I get there, did somebody show up? Every time I've gone there, somebody shows up anyways, you know. And I can't really hold down the camp by myself, so I can't like claim the camp. Or not everything's dead when people show up, so they just start killing stuff because it's up and I can't kill it. You know what I mean? So then you could share it with somebody, but I don't know. It gets complicated. So, but these are some of the things in the future. We'll end up doing some Burning Woods camp. We'll end up doing some raptors. I'm going to sit here and do some of this dad camping on my own time when I'm doing crap around the house or I'm watching basketball and all that kind of stuff. It's very slow. These videos might get shorter, not be 2 hours, 2+ hours long because, I don't know, it's monotonous. It's the same thing. I don't have much to show and I don't have much to say sometimes. Sometimes I do. Sometimes I don't. So, I don't know. We'll just see how it goes. We'll just, you know, we'll ride it out. However it goes, it goes. But I'll go ahead and pause it here. I'm going to chat with my friend a bit. And grind these guys out a little bit, and we'll see where we get. Alright guys, let's get a little bit of KC footage in here. Seems to be going well. And at first I was the only one in here, besides the AFK Shadow Knight that's probably feigned death somewhere. But a Necro has joined. So I'm like right inside of the entrance. Here's the entrance on the left. Right to the right. And I've got to watch out for the patrols. There's a lot of patrols that go on this walkway here. And earlier I aggroed a second one. I was like, I could take that. And then I aggroed a third one. So I need to be careful of that. Like these two are too close together. So I'm not going to be able to take them right this second. Can Beastlords use T-Staff? That would be hilarious. Whoa. See what I mean? They just dogpile, if you would. Could grab that guy. But I want to grab the Pats, because they're all clumped up. I need to start killing them. One will respawn, unless he's a Pat. like right here. All right, here comes one. So let's pull him down here. Let's get the pet on him. Pull him right down here. Don't want to pull aggro off the pet. Oh, we're going to do that anyways. But I'm trying to get my, oh man, I'm trying to get my sit ticks in. Well, now we're going to find out if I can tank one of these or not, I suppose. I'm not sure. Actually, my life is pretty low. Let's start healing myself. And I don't want to run outside, so I'm going to chain heal myself to stay alive. I do need to heal my pet at some point, I believe. Let's see how he's doing. How's he? Oh, I'm on. Oops. Am I healing? Was I healing myself or the mob? Was I healing the mob? Don't tell me I was healing the mob. Okay, my pet is getting hurt, so I'm gonna have to try to heal the pet. This isn't ideal. Okay. Let's get another dot on. Did I land that? No. We should probably start running. My pet is pretty low here. Well, that mob's pretty low. Yeah, let's run. Can I save the pet? Nope, he died. Well, wouldn't you know? I killed maybe 10 mobs, turned on the camera, and had to run immediately. So, you know, that's just how it goes. Let me get a new pet out, get back in there, and we'll try this again. It's tough. I don't know where the ad came from. Probably above or something. I just don't know. It's like, it's hard to clear all the paths out. There's so many paths and they're on top of each other. I'm going to have to just pull them out into the hallway, I guess. That's what I should do. Clear the hallway and pull them out into the hallway until I can get everything cleared out. All right. All right, we are back in. And I forgot that my pet keeps all his buffs when you zone. Not only the gear, they keep all their buffs. I don't even have to rebuff my pet. I just rebuffed myself because they were running out. Oh, that means his are running out too, right? Whoops. Apparently I'm not clicked in the game. I don't know. He still has his buffs. I swear I just hit him with quickening. That was the only thing I rebuffed, or at least I thought so. No wonder that took so long to kill. I thought I hit him with that. I must have thought it and then didn't do it. I mean, the mobs are pretty tough, you know, but what mobs aren't? I did the old-fashioned split. I sicked my pet on this one, and then I slowed the one on the right. The one on the right came to me. I get him to the zone line, and then I zone, and then I zone back in. The old-fashioned split. So what I like to do here is let my pet get him down to about 90% before I do anything. Well, I should have waited for the tick, but I'm brain dead, so. Because in this case, unlike the giants we were doing, I don't want to kite or anything. These aren't level 50 mobs, so the pet can tank. XP seems to be decent in here. I think I was getting around 12% an hour, which is pretty dang good, I think, at this level. I don't know, though, because stuff keeps happening, so I haven't gotten a real good test yet. Here comes Dirt Bike Guy. Dirt Bike Guy has gone by. That last little part might have gotten picked up. We got all the characters here. We got Corn Guy. We got Dirt Bike Guy. We got Ice Cream Guy. We got Neighbor Guy. Okay. So we're gonna grab this one here. There's one on the side behind me, but they don't aggro together. You could single pull these, so it's good. So we're gonna pull them out here. Pull them back a little bit. Let my pet take his sweet ass time. I mean, the sentry's already down to 82%, but he wanted my ass, so what are you gonna do? Sometimes it's just like that. So what I'll do here is I'll pop a heal out. I'm missing these ticks. This sucks. I'm sucking right now. And my mana's suffering due to it. I'm gonna get him with the other dot still. Check my pet's buffs. Yeah, they're running out. He has the ones that matter, but... What we're going to do is we're going to kill one more, and then I'm going to have to do a med break, but I'm going to do the med break inside the hallway. And then I'm going to med break, and then I'm going to buff. Let's get this guy running first. I'm going to stand in, get him running. There he goes. Get my pet a heal, and we're going to pull one more. Why is he... God damn it. I should have been standing. Why did I back up? I got to sit on top of him. Okay. So the last one we're going to pull is this one. Probably just fight him right there. I don't know why I'm pulling him. Just in case, I guess. Oh shit. That's why. There was a pat that went right there. I'm lucky that didn't aggro. Probably pull him back a little bit. That was a little scary. I could just, you know, do this stuff in the front here. The Necro's gone. I mean, he wasn't here when I began, but I wanted to get up here for the shot at... I'm pretty sure that Skeleton can... I forget his name right now. Skeletal Warlord or whatever. I'm pretty sure he can spawn right up in here. I've seen him on the backside. I gotta look up T-Staff, see if a Beastlord could use it, or if it's, like, monk only or what. I'll look that up right now. I'm gonna stand in here and help him, get him down. All right. Is my inventory full already? Man, I just never go to vendors, dude. I was just in Furiona Vi. All right. So, gonna med up. I got a lot of buffing to do. I gotta med up. I got 5 minutes left on my mana regen. That takes like 30% of my mana to recast that. Then I'm gonna med up again. Then I'm gonna fully buff my pet, in which I'll probably just fully buff myself, so we're on the same page, and that's gonna be probably, you know, 7 minutes from now or something, so my buffs will be lower anyways. Maybe by that time these will respawn. I'll kill these, then I'll kill, I don't know, because this is a 2-pull. So that's fine. I could pull to right here. I don't need to kill those. Anyways, all right, let me med up. All right, so we're getting respawns, so we gotta fight this guy right away. So let me put this on my pet, and we're going in. So I'm gonna come over here. That pat just came out of here. Now my pet get a little bit of aggro. Wait, did I not slow it yet? No, I didn't. So let's slow it. We'll go ahead and just go in on it now. The pet's taking it down pretty quickly. Oh, that pissed him off. Give him a second here. We might get an ad if he comes into this little corner here. The snare, this is where the snare comes in real handy, because these dudes ain't running. If they snared. Let's get them to run, speaking of which. Alright. Sit on top of them. Well, we might as well finish them off and just sit tick. Okay. We should kill this guy, so we're going to. Give him a buffer. Try to let the pet keep doing damage. This is a spot to bust some potions maybe. If I can maintain 10+% an hour or 10-ish % an hour, this is where I'd like to use a potion or something. This one seems to be pretty tough. Dot wore off already. So we'll add another round of dots. And we're going to have to heal the pet again. This one's pretty tough. Gonna have to do a little bit of extended medding in here, but the XP seems to be pretty decent, so I don't care. This is way better than fighting animals that beat the shit out of me in Burning Wood or any of that. The Zem in here is good too. The Zem in here is higher than most of Kunark zones. It's Kunark Dungeon, which is pretty good. The Kunark, it's better than the Kunark outdoor zones. So now we have a little bit of room for a little while before we get respawns out here. So I can utilize this area to pull some of the pats. But as you can see, we're down to half mana. And my pet's going to need to heal as well, which is really expensive. So we'll sit here just for a few ticks. Because a few ticks of my mana is pretty huge, and what that does is lets the pet heal up a few ticks as well, which isn't bad. I think I get regen soon at like, what is it, like 55? I might get regen at 55. That's going to be so massive. I mean, it's like, it's probably only going to last like 15 minutes at first, so it's going to be expensive too. All right, let's see. Let's see what we got. What pats do we got? These are on top of each other. We'll see if we can't grab one of these. This guy primarily. Oh. Pull him out here. Let him grab aggro. We'll actually just give him a heal first. So that gives him time to grab aggro, because the heal doesn't grab too much aggro. These dots, on the other hand. I am on my warder. Fuck, I just wasted mana. I also just noticed my warder's light blue? Am I using the right... am I using the wrong warder? Oh my god. It just happened. I am. He's doing pretty good considering. I got a zone though. Fuck my life. Actually, I could just camp. I can camp to zone. To get all this shit back on, you know what I mean? He's doing pretty good. Wow. No wonder it's been a little tough though. No wonder it's been a little tough. I've had to heal a little more, so on and so forth. That makes sense. Let's get this guy running. What a bust. That's going to be a massive mana dump, though. So I think we're cooked on the utilizing this area. Utilizing this area to to pull the pats to, because they're going to respawn. The respawns in here are actually quite decently quick. What am I doing? Who cares? Okay. Fudge. What a bust. So I obviously forgot to update my spell set when I put the new pet spell out there. Spells set save. What is this damage? Damn, what a bust. So I need to camp. If we see, check this out. Pet health, no buffs, right? So this goes along with the weapons. Right now he doesn't have any gear or weapons on him because I resummoned him. So if I sicked him on a mob, he would just be biting. And also notice pet health just says I have 100% of my total hit points, no buffs. But as we know, my previous pet was buffed. So we're going to camp here, log back in. Pet health, and he's got all his buffs. So that's another thing that I didn't mention in the maybe I did? I don't recall really focusing on that at all. So here's the thing, is our mana's not great. You can kind of see the pats by doing this. You know, I'm underneath the bridge, so I'm out of LOS, or I'm, oh snap. Let's go back down here. Gives me an excuse to meta bit. Let's see. This guy is solo, right? Okay. So they're underneath. Oops. They're underneath, so I should be good to go. So that guy's already spawned, so we can't go out there. Ooh. What about my pet's haste? Is it gone? Man. We're fucking up, straight up. I'm not sure how long it's been gone. It might have been gone this entire time, you know what I mean? Alright, this is a weak mob. My pet has full life still. Probably because I was using the wrong pet. Is this going to be this much easier? That's going to increase XP. If so, let's find out. Imagine I was using the wrong pet earlier as well. I mean, 2 levels is 2 levels. This might just be a low level Drollvarg though, because I was fighting lower level Drollvargs earlier and they were really easy. But that didn't do anything to my pet. If this is the case, this is game changing. What a dumbass. I mean, I don't think I've resummoned my pet this entire time. So I don't think that I did that. I haven't resummoned my pet the entire time I've been level 54, really. I should have grabbed him. He's gonna stop right here. Yeah, look, a little bitch. Imagine jumping up. Oh, imagine you could do like a trick. Yeah, why can't I jump, dude? I'm jumping up there. Okay, I mean, this is a good excuse just to med up a bit. I should rebuff myself. Damn. I guess we'll do it. My buffs are... I didn't rebuff myself earlier. But we have some downtime. I should be medding, which we are going to med. He might come right here. So I want to LOS that. Would have been nice to snag him right there, but I feel like if I... maybe, probably not. Okay. Ideally, I want to get out here. But at the same time, I want to get rid of all these pats. But they just freaking lag, man. Let's just pull this guy. Oh, here he comes. All right, so we got to give him... We got to give him time to grab some aggro, which he appears to have. Let's check with a sit. Looks good. We'll start dotting him. Oh yeah, I might have had the wrong pet out that whole time. I don't know. We'll have to kill a few to find out. Got the Lakers game decently soon, so we'll just catch some footage in the meantime. We should get this guy running. I should stand in around 30% and just take about 10% of his life in damage to me, whatever that may be, because I'll sit and med that. And that'll just be less healing to the pet, which means more efficiency with my mana. I should be doing that. Conjuration suddenly started to move. I just had a bitch about it, I guess. All right, I'm feeling pretty good. I know there's another... So that guy's a pat. Let's see how this goes. We got to kill him before a pat comes, basically. I couldn't see my target. Okay, well, thank you for pulling my pet into healing range, I suppose. Holy shit, man. I don't know. I gotta imagine I had the wrong pet out because this feels a lot better. What a dumbass. I don't care. I'm happy with the result. Okay, I'm gonna get an ad here probably. Where's that guy? There he is. So let's get a drowsy on him. I heard him coming. What's this guy at? He's at 26. Oh man. Dude hurts so bad. So we're just gonna blow my mana, I guess. Spam some heals on myself. Hope my pet kills that guy sooner rather than later. There we go. Okay. I am gonna dot this guy up and then get some heals on myself. Oof. My pet's getting tanked. What's this guy at? Oh, this guy's a beast. Okay. This sentry is an absolute savage. Let's get another dot on him. Because I don't want to step in. Oh, that's all my mana. Maybe that wasn't the play. That was definitely not the play. I didn't realize how low on mana I was. The fuck is that? I actually don't know what that is. Why is it stackable? Is that an actual bag, or I mean it's stackable? What is that? I don't know. Look at that later. That reminds me, I was supposed to look something up. Oh, the T-staff. So now I need a med. So I should be okay right here, perhaps. That's not necessarily true. We do get pats that come this way. Let's get a look at. There's a skeletal lookout. Skeletal lookout, skeletal guardian, skeletal watcher. I'm pretty sure I've seen a warlord on this side, not just on this side. But I'm not 100% sure. I'm just pretty sure. Anyways, I need to med up a bit. And I need to put, apparently I did not put, on myself. Thought I did. Must have moved. But I'm gonna go ahead and med, and then we'll see in a bit. All right, we got a pat, so we had to take him. This might grab aggro. It didn't, luckily. Okay. Get him dotted up. Oh. Try to sit now. There we go. This is crazy. Just, I don't know. I mean, Beastlord pets are... Oh, fuck. Here we go again. Jeez Louise. This guy is destroying me. Man, here goes all of my mana again. Dang it, man. The respawn on these things is crazy. I wonder if I should hang out like over here. I haven't seen one. On P99, there's one that pats like straight along here. I wonder if that's not a thing here. I haven't seen it yet. But then again, maybe one of these goes that way. If it's only one, that's kind of fine. My pet's getting... All right, kill that pet so you could take this guy. All right, come on. Okay, so we got to heal the pet. I got to watch my ass. I'm actually going to do a run by probably. Gotta get this guy dotted up. And then we gotta continue medding because this is gonna take everything out of me pretty much. So I gotta go back to medding. It's 2 mobs though, it's not bad, I guess. Let's get in there, make sure he's running. Not bad, 33% mana it left me with. Pet's low though, and I don't even have full life. I need to figure out, okay, we're gonna do this right now. I'm gonna med right here. Right here. Okay. So where, oh, timestamps right there. Never mind. I could not, for the life of me, find this. It's right there. I saw it immediately. I was looking everywhere, and when I clicked on general, I just did not see that. I was looking all up and down these. Like, where is this? I did not see this right here in front of my face, so that answers that. That didn't take long. I'm going to go ahead and med a bit. Pretty soon we may... Oh, okay. All right. He might just... I think he turns around and goes back. So this might be an okay spot. We might have to rehaste the pet a bit, or soon. I'm going to med, though. All right, we're good to go for another session. A pat just left, so we're going to grab... See if we can grab... Oh, Drollvard Captain. Maybe that's who I was talking about. You think this guy's going to beat my ass? Oh, this guy's going to beat my ass. So a pat comes right here, so I got to be careful of not getting too far back there. I need to make sure my pet is holding aggro big time because I don't want to pull back any further. So we'll go ahead and dot now. He's in the 70s. He's actually going down pretty good. Easy peasy. What does a Drollvard Captain drop? So the Tranquil Staff, by the way, is monk only. I didn't know if it opened up Beastlords later. Let's see what the Captain can drop here. Let's go ahead and redot him. I'm going to have to heal the pet here. So we'll do that. And then we'll stand in here. Oh, no. For some reason, I thought he was at 30%. That was my pet. Oh, is that the pat? Let's see what this guy can drop. Anything? Oh, the piece of the medallion. Drollvard Mantle, Cobalt Gauntlets. Drollvard Mantle? Do we want that? I don't recall. We'll find out right now. Alright, let's get in there. Should be running now. Surely we want the mantle. As long as we could wear it, that's the question. He'll probably end up dropping the gloves that I can't wear though. Ow, what the hell, bro? 145, dude? Not cool, man. Hell yeah, brother. Let's take a look. Seven AC, 6 agility. We're wearing 6 AC, 10 mana. We'll take it. Agility is like, I mean, he's got SV on it as well. We'll take Thrall of Bones. I mean, honestly, I'm just going to destroy that. Oh, whatever. I don't know, dude. Cool. Drollvard Mantle. Let me link this to my buddy. Let him know we actually did something here. What are you doing there, pet? Freaking me out. Cool. All right. So there should be a pat that comes in here. We can probably just grab this guy. Oh, no, we're not going to grab that guy. There was a pat that went this way as well. We can grab him when we're ready. I'd like to grab the pat that comes right here. He walks right here. I don't know which one he is. Oh. Oh, we could just grab this guy instead. He got snared already. Nice. Go ahead and slow him here. So it seems like I'm maintaining 10% XP. That's pretty good. And I'm totally down to drop a potion here in the future when the Lakers aren't playing for their life. That is tonight. If they lose, they are out of the playoffs. So I will be dropping everything and watching intently. That's looking good. I like this spot though. Here, let's get in, help the pet. Yeah. Okay, so here's that pat. See if we can grab him before he bails. Pull him in a little bit. Ooh, pet is cooking him. That's what we need. The pet to just destroy some of these. And then, you know, we can just sit here and med. Increase that XP per hour. Feel pretty good. We do have to stop and buff at some point. I don't know why I backed up. He's running. All right. I don't have room for anything. I feel like we don't even got to screw with the stuff behind us. I swear on P99, I don't swear, but I'm like 99% sure on P99 something paths right here. From that side to this side. Which makes this not a camp, but I mean, shit, if this is a camp, let's go. You know, I don't need to deal with these paths too much. I could just bust into over there, call it a day. What's this guy doing? Going all the way out. I could just pull this dude, probably. I mean, I could just pull this guy. Why not? Wonder if I could see him from here. I can't. Oh, fuck. There is a pad over here. It just doesn't go, you know, around. So I do want to be mindful. Truzzle handbag of holding. Where did this come from, you guys? I guess I could look it up. I have no idea where this came from. My buddy was telling me about it. I don't remember. I don't have that on any of my characters. I don't know where that comes from. Oops. Oh, fuck. Oh, it was from the tokens from POJ. Okay, that's right. Yeah. I didn't get one. I spent my crap on fungi and everything. Bunch of scary crap over here. Hell yeah. I'm feeling good, man. Karnor's Castle XP feels good. Hell yeah, we're back in the game, boys. I'm feeling good. Dude, he procced immediately. I might have been slow on the cast. Pets. See, there's that guy, but he doesn't move. We're gonna let him pick up a little more aggro. He's not. This guy must be beefy boy. Beefy boy, beefaroni. I was just watching the Seinfeld episode last night where Kramer takes over the handsome cab or whatever, the horse ride through like Central Park, and he orders too many cans of beefaroni, and he starts feeding it to the horse, and then it starts farting and shitting everywhere, and he's giving George's girl's parents a ride, yada yada. It's pretty good. Yeah, this guy's beefy. He's tearing up my pet a bit. We'll have to drop one more dot on him. And then we'll jump in there soon. After this tick. Dude, he did some damage to me pretty quick there. I gotta put my mana regen on, which is gonna hurt. It's gonna hurt me pretty bad. This guy spawned, we could pull him. So maybe we'll do that. I forgot. Was I able to target him through here? I wonder if I target him. Okay, I have him targeted. Can I cast at him like that? Oh, you have to see his, oh, I can? Dude, I can't even see his feet. The rule is see their feet. He roughed me up pretty good. Let's get some dots on this guy. All right, we are tapped. So med sesh coming in after this. Screw those giants. We've broken into KC. This feels great. I'm super stoked. I'm super duper happy with the results here. It was hard for me to break in last time I came here, but we do have the new pet and just higher level in general. And there's just less people in here today. The previous time I came in here, there was a gang of people in here. And there was like a shaman up here, root rot and stuff. But how many people are in here now? Only 3. That 60 monk is probably camping his pipe or something. Dude, M. Night, his last name's gonna be Shyamalan for sure. That's cool. I wish I could see him in person. I don't know where he is. Oh, he's a shaman, I bet. Is he? Oh, he is. M. Night Shaman Man or something. Oh, dang. That's cool. Shout out to M. Night Shaman. Anyways. All right. I'm going to continue this for a while. I think we're going to take an extended pause here. I'm going to watch the game and do all that. But I might... I'll probably end up back here to finish off the video and just probably finish the video here. I might end up being here for a while. If I can continue to get this camp, this is the spot so far. This is the best I've found. Jolvards for the win. All right, I wanted to do something real quick. I was in here. I've killed the Jolvard captain a handful of times. He keeps spawning up here where I'm hanging out. And he dropped the Cobalt Gauntlets, which are really good for a warrior. You can cast Reckless Strength on yourself and keep that buff going. But they're 25 AC. And if you remember, I never put gloves on my pet. Well, I just had an altercation with the Jolvard captain again. Got quite a few... Whoops, I right-clicked instead of left-clicked. Got quite a few ads and stuff. It was wild. It was dangerous. It was closer than it needed to be. And I killed him. But my pet died so that I could run out of the zone. And so I'm going to get the pet out right now. So he's going to be naked. So I guess we're going to do another test. And this could backfire, potentially. But... So the pet should be naked now. Now, if we zone, he'll get his gear back. But I never put gloves on him. And even if I did, this should override that. But somebody pointed out that what I should do is, you know, put a piece of gear on him and then make sure that he still has all of his gear by using gear instead of a weapon. So we'll do that. Shoot, my buffs are wearing out as well. Bad timing. But let's do this in one take. We're going to have to ghetto split this as well. But let me, with our low mana, get some buffs on. My pet will have buffs. He'll have a few minutes of buffs, so we can get this out of the way. I just don't have buffs, because he's been dead, so his buffs have been saved, I guess, when he died. So he should have like 5 more minutes of buffs than I do. Alright, those are all the buffs I need right now. As you can see, pet health. My pet doesn't have any buffs. But when we zone him right now, let's get that tick. He will have his buffs, and he should have his gear back. But did putting gloves on him override? Let's just make sure. He's got all his buffs. It's still a thing. We'll do the ghetto split like so. Where is he? Oh, okay. Let's get in here and kill him. And let's make sure. So it does fuck it up. So is that right? Putting on those gloves overrode his entire gear set. So this is important. So he doesn't have snare anymore or anything like that. He doesn't have weapons anymore. So I gotta go get more snare weapons. Because all he's doing is biting, so he didn't get his gear back. And the reason for that is because I changed his gear, presumably, unless they patched something, which I guess I could check right now while we're doing this live. What's the date? That's 5 a.m. There's some stuff from today. Let's see. There is a bunch of stuff from today. Just checking all the stuff from today. No. I don't see anything about pets. Okay, well there it is. I gotta go get some more snare weapons and some more gear to throw on the old pet there. There's somebody who sells gear in Firiona Vi, so I can just pick up a bunch of male gear from Firiona Vi. As you can see, we are 76% into the level now, so we're doing pretty good. But I want snare weapons for sure. I need snare weapons for sure. So you could probably give him the gloves when he has all of his gear. You could probably give him the gloves because I left that glove spot blank. I could have probably just given him the gloves, but we summoned him where he was naked. Then we gave him the gloves, which overrode his gear set. Then we zoned him back in. And presumably, he's only wearing the gloves right now and nothing else. Now, it's to my belief where if you gave him a whole set of gear, left the gloves blank, and then you gave him the gloves later on when he already has all his gear on still, it's not going to override it, obviously. It's just adding it to his current set. But since we did it where he was naked, then we gave him the gloves, then we zoned him back in. Presumably, that's what happened there. So I'm going to go grab some more gear from Firiona Vi, and I'm going to quest up another 2 of those weapons, which should be relatively quick. And then we're going to get this level. We're going to pound out the last 24% of our level. It's going to take a couple hours. All right, so we got one of the snare swords. Took about an hour to get the note to drop. That was pretty crazy. Then I logged out after I got the one sword. Took a shower, my girl came over, we hung out, got some food. About 3 hours later, I logged back in, and I got a second note on the third kill. So, it took me 2 minutes for the second note, so average about 30 minutes. Same thing kind of happened to me on the, no, actually the previous one, I got them both pretty quick. It was just that, where I didn't know what I was doing, that took forever. Anyways, we're just going to throw some gear together for the pet. I don't know why these vendors that sell these like male gear or whatever. I mean, these are iron, so I don't even know what that is. This dude sells plate, but they're like 500 plat a piece, so we're obviously not doing that. These dudes sell the I think it's like the equivalent of male shit. So we're gonna do that. I'm gonna give him my shoulders. Where are my shoulders? Oh, there we go. Oi. Because I'm just gonna get another pair of them. Like these drop every 20 minutes. And they're lore, so they rot. So I'm actually going to give him my shoulders, and then I'll put back on my old shoulders until I get new my shoulders. I'm going to leave his gloves blank because I'm going to put on, without resetting his gear like we just did, I'm going to leave his gloves blank so that I can give him those other gloves if they drop. So we're going to go through. Unfortunately, I don't have any of the giant stuff that I had previously, but it's not that big of a deal. So we're just going to go through and buy a little bit of everything here. 87 plat for the chest. It's pretty expensive. We were able to avoid that last time. Is that the shoulders? We're going to skip the shoulders. We have our own. Yeah, we're just gonna buy a belt this time. We didn't have one last time, so that's an improvement. They only have one wrist, and you don't get the legs. So the thing that they never sell is boots for whatever reason, but we have that pair of boots that dropped. So we're gonna go ahead and give them that pair of boots, which is also lore, and also more pairs of these dropped. But I wasn't able to pick them up, obviously, because they're lore. So let me make sure my game sound is working. It is. That happened again in, like, I think the previous video, maybe earlier in this video as well. So stupid. I hate it. Okay, so let's go get the other weapon. You have to give him everything, you know. You don't. We learned what to do and what not to do at this point. So I'm going to give him my shoulders. And all these different slots here. Let's see, and that, and the boots. I'm super paranoid, so I'm just gonna give him the weapon by itself. And then we'll hand the note in. And give him a second weapon. And then this is for me, for now. Alright, so our pet is back and good to go. Maybe has a few AC less than he did previously, but he probably doesn't, because we weren't wearing gloves or a belt previously, because we were saving it for... You know what? So he should be wearing gloves then, right? I think he's already wearing gloves, because we didn't reset him. Yeah, I think he has those gloves on already. Yeah. All he had on was gloves. That's all he had on. So we just filled in all the other spots. I believe that's what happened. So I think he has those 25 AC gloves, which is actually ridiculous. It's more AC than his breastplate. As for going out and getting like an actual legit set of plate that drops somewhere that we could throw on the pet, yeah, I'll probably do that eventually, but I'm not gonna do that now. I'm already here, you know, so I'm just gonna grab all this shit, throw it on him. We're gonna get back to grinding. And then we'll see if this is a bug or like if they fix this or not, because I don't want to go through the effort of all of that if they're gonna fix it. So we'll probably get to 60 first, not worry about it too much. Maybe if we run into a really tough struggle somewhere. Wait a minute, we're going to Dreadlands. Then, you know, like if I'm really, my back's against the wall and I'm like, oh man, I'm dying here. Maybe I'll do something, but outside of that, we'll just go ahead and call it a day. Again, it can't be no drop, so that's something. I don't know if I brought that up. That was brought to my attention in the comments, and then not to double check everybody in the comments, but well, which is a good idea because some things are false, because not every server is the same. And anyways, but we're based on the TACP database, so I went to the TACP forums, which has a lot of information. Now, we're not exactly the same, obviously, if you play on TACP. It's not the same as if you play on here, but we're on the same database, so roughly the same shit is correct. Now, P99 is on a different database, and obviously TLPs and Live is on a different database. So, the best information you can really get is from the TACP database, if you can't find it on PQDI itself. So I did go there and I verified a lot of what people in the comments said, and I saw actually some things that people were under the impression of weren't necessarily true at the same time. So I already spoke about like the dual wielding weapons thing. I had heard a lot from some people that you can't dual wield the same weapon, and I had heard from a lot of other people it was split pretty 50-50. And again, I think it's I could look on the TACP. I just don't care. I don't play an enchanter, but I think it's enchanters that have to have different weapons or something. And I don't even know if that's true on Project Quarm. I think on P99, enchanter charm pets need to have 2 different weapons or they won't dual wield. Maybe that's even true. Maybe it's even true on P99 that you can't use 2 of the same weapon. Because we're on a different database. So maybe it's just TAC P where you can. I don't know. All I know is what I saw. And we checked it out. So we should be good to go as is. We did learn once again, we just learned in this video that if you reset your pet to wearing nothing by him dying or you unsummoning him and then resummoning him, so he's got a clean slate, and then before you zone, you equip even just a pair of gloves, that wipes out his entire gear set. So if you need to wipe out his entire gear set for some reason, that's how you do it. And that was evident by, he obviously had weapons, so we cleared his gear set, we put on gloves, and suddenly he has no weapons. So that was the evidence there. So don't do that. If you have in mind like, hey, I'm gonna go farm these gloves in the future, and I'm gonna put them on him, just leave his gloves empty. So you put every piece of gear on him, and then when you put the gloves on him, make sure he doesn't have a cleared gear set. Make sure he has all his gear currently on him right then and there, and then put the gloves on him, and it should, in theory. Where is my pet? He's underground or some shit. That should, in theory, just add it to the blank, you know, the open slot. Oh, look who it is. Was killing stuff next to him and his group yesterday. All right. So I'm gonna fully buff and everything before we get going, and so I'll go ahead and do that. It's gonna take some time. All right, we're back up here for a bit. So we're 77% into our level. There's a few people up here. There's like a monk right there. That warrior just came up here and pulled something. Skeletal Warlord is up right there, but he doesn't have T-Staff. I'm gonna make my way over here so I could just kill some mobs over here. Oh. Yeah. You're gonna have to ghetto split that. I'm not sure what else the Skeletal Warlord drops that might be of use. Obviously T-Staff isn't of use, but I don't know if I said it, but yeah, it's monk only still. But obviously I could keep it until I'm 60, and then if I were to turn off solo or self-found at that point, I then would be able to sell it or give it away. All right, so I know there's one that pats over here. I think I said that I didn't think any pats here, so there is one that pats there. It just must have been getting killed or something for a long time. So we're gonna go in here. We should be okay. Let the pet grab some aggro here. All right. Oh. So he seems pretty pissed at me. I'll go around this way. I want to get on this outside. I like this hallway here. Feels pretty good. So the the pat actually spawns right here where I'm standing. And then he pats out. And maybe he doesn't come back, I'm not sure. So here's a Skeletal Warlord. Obviously it's a 2-pull. And obviously if you pull him, everybody and their mom is just gonna try to kill him. Like, everybody wants to kill him, I bet. They just can't. Or they're afraid if they pull him, people are gonna do something. Just talking to my buddy. This guy's been AFK here for like 2 days. Okay. So I'll probably hang out here. Let's see. There's a few of us up here, so pulls are gonna be kind of tough. Let's see if the monk is still up here. Probably out here. No, but interesting. Wonder where she went. Back downstairs. Well, I don't want to pull too much because then stuff spawns on top of you and you're gonna have a bad time. I could use a med anyways. We got somebody over here pulling casters. This guy's an absolute savage. Fighting casters and shit. These things gate. That's why I don't want to fight them. Is I don't know which ones exactly, but they'll gate back to their spawn point and then you're screwed. Oh, here's one. I'd rather pull him back here. I just feel safer back here. This is my comfort zone. Even though one spawns here that we learned. Still my comfort zone. Oh, Ionized wants that. He's like, dude, I'll take this skeletal warlord. Or did he pull it? Oh, they pulled 3. Maybe they teamed up. That's cool. That'd be great if they stayed down there for the most part. Oh, they're talking and out of character, so they're probably not in a group, but they're working together. Oh, there's a skeletal warlord. Dude, I could pull him. Just hit him with a slow and have him come upstairs. You think he pulls shit with him? You think he? Yeah, right. He socials with dogs, right? That would be hilarious. Oh, there's that skeleton right there. So that would pull for sure. I could pull that guy. I can't see him. I got to get up on the railing. It's too late now. Probably be bad news anyways. He'd probably come upstairs with a bunch of dogs. They're probably obviously trying to kill him anyways. Maybe not. I don't know what's going on. I feel like king of the fortress though. We gotta be getting a spawn at some point. Well, anyways, I'm gonna sit here and do this for a little bit, and then I'll check in with y'all when I get a little closer to leveling. It's about I don't know, 11% an hour or so. Maybe I'll pop a pot, see if we get in a groove, see how many people come upstairs and start killing stuff. I don't want to do it if I'm stuck with like 2 spawns. Like last night, I don't know if I had it on recording, but a group moved in. And they set up camp right here. And so they were taking pretty much everything. So I locked down this one guy here. The one guy we killed just a bit ago right here. And then every time the guy that spawns, the pat that spawns here, I would kill him. Or sometimes this guy would be still here, like before they pulled him, and I'd grab him. But I was stuck to that. So my XP per hour went down to 8% instead of it was like around 11%. So I don't want to pop a potion and that to happen again. Here we go. I don't like to fight over there because Pats go right there. Obviously right here there's a spawn, so I mean if he spawns we just deal with it. I slow him and tank. God damn it. So we're gonna slow him. This takes everything out of me when this happens, so that's unfortunate. So we're gonna dot that guy. And there's nothing we could do. So what I'll do is I'll just heal myself so I don't die. I'm just gonna chain heal myself to try to out heal his DPS. I can't really run anywhere because he's not snared. I can't get my pet to aggro on him really unless I pull my pet off of the other Jolvarg and then put him on him, and then it's like a whole thing. And then it's hard to get my pet to just focus one and get him down. So I basically just blow my mana healing myself and hope my pet hurries the fuck up. He's down to 5%, so we're almost okay here. So my pet's on this guy now. So we'll try to, hopefully nobody's coming. Hopefully my pet can grab aggro at some point. There we go. So now we're okay, and I'll just put a couple heals on myself. Pet seems to have aggro, so we'll dot him up first, and then I'll heal myself. We'll heal my pet as well. I did not cast a dot there. I am fizzling is what's happening. Okay, so now we can heal ourselves a couple times. Just in case something stupid happens. We don't want to be too low on life. But as you can see, we are pretty tapped now. And everything fucking fizzles forever. Jesus Christ. Can't wait to one day not fizzle every fucking spell I cast. That'll be great. One day. So, the Guardian is going down. They still haven't made that pull over there. The thing is, nobody's like interested in the pull until you're interested in the pull. And then once you show some interest in getting this pull... Oh, they're gonna do something? No. Like if I were to battle my way over there, killing everything and to get up to it, then suddenly people are gonna want to kill him. You know what I mean? People just can't leave you alone sometimes. Okay, so he should be running soon. Let's get him to run. There he goes. Turn this down a little bit. Nice. It was good. I was able to go clear out my bags too. I had 1,100 plat worth of... Oh shit. This guy's all the way up in here. Oh, that guy's up too. I'm sandwiched. I might have to fight this guy right now. It's likely. Yep, okay. Well, it is what it is. So we'll just take it slow. It should be no issue. Take it nice and slow. Not grab aggro. Get our slow on him. We're not really going to have mana to heal the pet. Because it takes 20% of my mana and then I'll fizzle, likely. Which is a huge chunk of that. I'm going to go ahead and drop a dot here. This seems like a weaker one, which is good news. Try to, okay. I'm gonna heal on the next sit tick. And then we need to med up so we can get another heal. We could obviously always step in ourselves. Maybe land another dot. The Envenom Bolt just ran out. He still has 41%. He's going down pretty good. I think we'll just save for a heal. And we'll step in pretty soon here. Yeah, now's a good time. Just to try to help out. But I still want my sit ticks. He's running now. If you get a couple of procs that land, that fixes everything, really. We just got lucky with one of the weaker Jolvargs. If you get a strong one, you definitely have to like dot it again. Or heal again. Wasn't too bad. Okay, so now we should have some time to med up. Before like this pat will spawn. What I should do is wait it out, kill the pat first, and get a rotation going. Oh, somebody pulled that guy. Wait, he never spawned. Yeah, I think I'm tripping. It was this guy who spawned. Okay, so I need to rebuff. First things first, I need to rebuff my regen. But I also need to med up. Regen takes about like 30% of my mana. And then if you fizzle once or twice, it's like 10% per fizzle. So I'm going to go ahead and do all that. I'm going to grind it out for a bit, get a little closer to leveling. And then we'll do the last little stretch here. All right, so we are at 96%. This should give us a percent here. Getting a percent every couple of kills. So we're going to finish this off here. So a group moved in, talked to one of them. They were super cool at first, like, "Hey, are you leveling here?" Then he said, "Okay, we're not gonna camp here then." And then I was like, "Well, you can camp, you know." And I'm only doing the 3 pulls back here. So you can like, you know, I was doing the 3 here and then pulling anything extra that I could. But I was like, I'm only doing like the 3 back here. You can pull whatever you want, and then, you know, I'll get these 3 and then whatever I can pick up. And then before I said that, he was like, "Is there anything we can help you with?" And I was like, "No." So then he just laughed, he. After I said, I can coexist with a group. I'm just gonna pull the shit that's back here. So then they camped downstairs down here in the room down there, and they were pulling from up here, but they were camped down there. So I was like, all right, this works pretty good. But then they moved up, and like, so they moved up where the group was last night, which is at the top of the stairs, which is right here. You can see them there. And so I have a spawn that's right here. So as soon as it spawns, it just runs to their group, or if it doesn't run, they just aggro it right away. So they're basically like jacking it from me. Which is super annoying, because I only had 3 pulls. I only have 3, and they have an enchanter with a pet too. And so they're just clearing this out real fast. But what's super annoying to me is that nobody does LYC or RYC. Like, everybody's always right here in this area. It's a little annoying, and it's whatever. Like, they can do whatever they want, but why does nobody do LYC or RYC? I don't understand. Like, back in my day, or like, you know, what I'm used to is LYC and RYC are like the primo camps. I mean, obviously you take hand room and the sort, but I've been in here for a few days now. Like, this is my 3rd day in here, and there's only ever a group. As soon as a group forms, they just go right here. And I don't know, maybe it's just easier, lower level stuff. But I don't even think that's true. I was looking on PQDI, and PQDI is saying that some of the stuff over here, when it comes to the Drollvargs at least, like you can see that one's light blue. That's the only light blue I've ever seen ever. in 3 days on this character right here, right now. Now, when I level, probably more stuff will turn light blue. Turn that down. But, so since they've been jacking that one from me, like, consistently now, like, as soon as it spawns, they grab it. Like, before I could even cast a spell, so I sicked my pet in on it to grab it, and they cast a spell on it and ripped it off my pet, and just gangbanged it, so... So what I've been doing to counter that is I've been grabbing the one that spawns here and pulling them through. So I'm just evolving or adapting. Adapting is the word. Sure my pet haste is on. Yeah. So this one should be the next one to spawn right here. So I'm getting the pat that spawns in the middle here. This guy that spawns here. And then I've been grabbing that guy when he spawns, but the next one should be this right here. And even then, I see their polar come up here like as if like looking for a mob right here, and it's like, you don't even look for the mob. It's my mob. Don't look for it. You know? But they come over here and they look for it. But that's been like the general consensus here so far with my time here, is just like nobody's respecting, or maybe just like being solo self-found in general. It's a game that was made to group, right? EverQuest is like definitely one of the games that was like made to group in. Oh, here it is. And then this is like a mode that's, you know, straying from the EverQuest path. But nobody gives two shits about you if you're a solo self-found character. They're just like, get out of here, you know? That's kind of like what it feels like. They're like, and I mean, I agree to an extent, I guess. Like, their group is more important than you soloing. But at some point, you're just like, I just want to level, man. Like, I'm just looking for somewhere to go, dude. Like, I don't have many options. And everywhere I go there's people there, or there's somebody already soloing there, and I respect them. But you don't get, I feel like you don't get any respect as a solo player, sorry. Like, fucking bird's going crazy and the roommates are yelling at the bird. Shut up. It's distracting me. It was perfect timing to unpause it here. So the Guardians are the higher level ones. So the Sentries will probably turn light blue first, which we see a light blue Sentry. Only over here. None of the Sentries in this middle area will be light blue. I've been farming these for hours upon hours upon hours over the course of 3 days. And they never are light blue, but there is a light blue one over here. So, you know. And I'll also checking, like I said earlier, PQDI, checking over here. It shows there's 3 different entries for a Drollvarg Sentry. And one of the entries is deep in here, they're higher level. The ones right here, like around the edges and shit, they're like the lower levels. And then the ones in here are the medium levels, even though this is like a closer part of the zone. And then the Guardians are the higher level ones. So the next up should be the Pat that spawns right here. So I have a little bit of time to met up and to jack one of these mobs because they're jacking my mob. So instead of fighting with them for a mob, which I'm losing every time because there's 6 of them and 1 of me, or however many of them, I'm instead trying to just do my own thing, like, leave me alone. So it's not the fastest XP. There's a lot of downtime now that there's a group here. When I started here, there wasn't a group here. That always seems to be like how I like to do it. I like to come in here when there's nobody here. But then groups just move in eventually. Now the group does help because the group, there's a lot of paths, it turns out, that, you know, go various ways. There's a path that comes around this way and comes up over to here. There's several paths that go that way. See, this guy's up. There's no shot of me getting this. But I will. I'm gonna just, well, apparently they're busy fighting stuff right now. I'm gonna take them. See, here's the issue though, is I'm gonna get that other pat. And this is a guardian? No, this is a sentry, so that's good at least. That pat's gonna come like right now though. I'm gonna grab. Oh, I'm on my pet. Big time fail. Maybe. At least I won't grab aggro now. But I wasted a bunch of mana, which doesn't matter in this case because I am only picking up scraps at this point. Oh, there we go. Okay. He resisted the tainted breath, which is the lesser dot, but let's get it on him. See if I could sit. I can. So the path's gonna come from right here. So hopefully we can kill this as soon as possible. So we don't end up with 2 mobs. Because that's when I get destroyed. Because I can't... Oh, shit! Oh, I didn't see that coming. You guys think I can get a pet off? No shot, right? Miss. Sick. He doesn't have gear or anything. I got a zone. I got a camp to zone. He's gonna have no no aggro. He has no aggro or buffs. See what I mean? Like, why are you coming over here? This is my area, and we've already discussed that it's my area. It's got 3 fucking mobs total. Don't come over here. They're just trying to catch me slipping, like, oh, he hasn't pulled that because he needs to med for a few more seconds or some shit. We're gonna take his mob. There's no reason to come over here. So the mob was already snared from the first pet. So I gotta camp. But if we do pet health, you'll see he has no buffs. And which... Fuck. This is fine. No, no. Attack him. No, don't hit me. Fuck. Well, whatever. We're just gonna kill him. But my pet has no buffs or gear, so this isn't going to be the easiest. He's never going to get aggro, probably, like this. So we got to give him a little extra time to get aggro. But we gotta help DPS as well because he's got no buffs, he's weak as hell. But I cannot tank. These things absolutely destroy me in seconds. He doesn't even have his proc. I gotta get his proc on him. That's what I gotta do. Oh, fuck. Fuck. Okay. Did I land that proc or not? I can't tell. Where is it? Yeah, it landed. He just landed the proc. The shit I get into. But, you know, it is what it is. Now he's gonna run, and I can't. He's not snared. I'm just gonna camp now. Hopefully buffing my pet doesn't ruin the buffs. Maybe it does. Maybe putting a buff on him is now when I log back in, he won't have his buffs. That could be a thing. That's how the gear works. If I were to give him a piece of gear right now, then when I log back in, all his gear is not going to come back. That'll be interesting. Let's see. Yeah, that happened. Imagine if that got rid of his gear too, though. Imagine if putting a buff on him takes all his gear away. If that's a thing, that's so brutal. That is so brutal if that's a thing. Somehow my XP per hour is still there. I'm gonna pause it while I buff up and med up and wait for a spawn. I don't want to pull that other one because we're gonna buff up. So never mind. This one's spawned right now, so we have to pull him or else we're gonna get jacked. So I'm gonna pull him. But I need to get, I'm not gonna dot him until I could put haste on my pet. Because my pet won't be able to hold aggro unless I put haste on my pet. And that's gonna eat up a bunch of mana. Luckily it's a sentry. So what I was trying to get to, which I went on a rant, but is that the Guardians are higher level by like four or five levels. So when I do get Guardians, they're a lot stronger. They take another set of dots, like another round of dots, and the pet needs an additional heal. Hey, we're 99% into the level though. This possibly could level us. I don't think it will, but maybe. Oh wait, is my pet, what's he doing? Oh, okay, so it didn't reset his gear. Okay. Dude, for a second there, I was like, man, imagine you cast a buff on your pet and it just resets everything. So it does reset the buffs though. I mean, that's good to know. But he still has his gear. Okay. So that didn't level me. We need one more mob to level. We're pretty low on mana here though, because we didn't get to recover. And I'll finish buffing my pet, I guess, and myself. So I'll go back and med, and then we'll finish this one out. This should be the one. Getting treated like a bard over here. Just kidding. I'm just kidding. We're just trying to get through this. And it's getting slow. It's getting long. It's getting hard. That doesn't sound right. But that's in fact what it is. And, you know, it gets a little frustrating, that's all. If I could be somewhere else, I probably would be. But so I was thinking we'll probably be here for a while. I think I might actually end up dinging 60 here, as long as we don't die or anything. I've had several close calls here. I've had a train out to the front several times. Luckily, I get to jump down and I can pretty much zone out before training anybody. Here we go. Level 55. We did it. One level closer. There is an additional light blue now. There's one there and one there. I am gonna now leave at 55. We do get chloroplast. Huge. That's gonna be huge. But the thing is it's expensive and it lasts like, I forget, but like 16 minutes. So it's expensive. It lasts like 16 minutes. It's pretty rough. It'll be a good way to, I think, gauge like when I need to rehaste my pet, because my pet haste is about as shitty as that. So I think it's going to be huge. It'll help my pet regen faster. It's going to help me regen faster. I can reduce the amount of heals that I'm doing when I can just regen in downtime. I do have a mana stone. If somehow that comes into play, I can start carrying it on me. If I'm really not getting hit, I mean, I'm playing like a freaking shaman already with a roided out pet. You know, I can, you know, if I'm in a spot like here, I get hit quite a bit, so I probably wouldn't do that here. But if I was somewhere else, like at the Giant Fort or something, which we're still going to do some sessions at the Giant Fort or some sessions at the Raptors, if they're ever open or whatever. And, oh my gosh, excuse me. I'm so tired. It's time for me to go to bed, even though it's daylight outside. Yeah, if I'm in a more open area, maybe I'll use a mana stone to just kind of keep my mana up a little bit now that I'll have chloro. But here I get hit too much, I think. I mean, I could always keep it on me and you just never have 100% life. You know, if I'm at 100% life, like I am right, well, I have 100% mana as well. But I do need to actually rebuff my mana buff. So if you're ever sitting here at 100%, aw, man. You know? There it is. Sentries turn light blue at 55, some of them. So, you know? Man, it's gonna get that much more, yeah. The majority of stuff should be dark blue. The majority of stuff should be dark blue. But, sorry, took sleeping pills. When you have only 3 spawns to your name or whatever, and every once in a while you get a light blue, it's, you know, it's definitely gonna hurt your XP per hour. Yeah, I gotta run back to a shaman vendor and pick up some spells for the next levels and put them in the bank so I don't have to keep going back, because I think I'm gonna stay in Kunark to the end, I think, because Raptors are in Kunark, Giant Fort's in Kunark, Karnor's Castle's in Kunark. That's gonna be, I think, pretty much our bread and butter until we get level 60. So that's it. I'm gonna start heading back, and we'll see what's next. Either we'll be back here, or we'll be at one of the other mentioned camps. So, with that being said, I will see you in the next video.